You didn't want to stop.
Yeah, we didn't want to stop. We just wanted to see how like it was going to look. So starting with the first color, then another one. I just don't trust his taste when it comes to art sometimes. Numbers, then you realize that but I've already done two. How come I didn't see this?
Hello guys, welcome to this special session with me and my wife. And today we decided to share with you an interesting art activity that we did, and you can also try it at home.
So it's been a long year and it was Christmas, and we just thought of an interesting activity we could do, just like a stress relief sort of thing. And then it came to mind that we could try again a DIY activity. We did it once 3 years ago. That was when Jaja's friend bought an artwork. It was supposed to be an artwork already done. That's what he was expecting. But when it arrived, it was actually a DIY thing. So he had to paint and he didn't know how he was going to go about it. So he called Jaja to get it done for him.
Yeah, fix it for him.
And it was COVID time when COVID had begun. And so we're home, and then there was a lot of time to work on it. And it was fun. So we thought, why not try it again?
Yeah, but I think because it was the first time, it was quite stressful.
Yeah, back then it was. Yeah. But this time, I think it was easier.
Yeah.
Well, for someone like me who is not a painter, I think this is just the right activity for anyone out there who doesn't know anything about paint like myself. It's just a ready-to-go sort of thing because, for example, all the colors are already mixed for you. You don't now have to mix any colors. So you just pick it up. And every color has its unique number. And numbers are printed all over on a canvas that you have to paint on. So you just find a number and then pick the paint and then paint the portion based on the numbers. And before you realize, you'll be done.
Yeah, that's why it's called paint by numbers.
Yeah.
And we have in it a canvas.
Mm-hmm.
What's the size of our canvas? That is 50 by 40 centimeters.
Yeah. So it came along with a canvas, 24 colors.
Yeah, 24 colors.
What else?
3 brushes, different sizes.
Yeah, 3 brushes. A reference photo.
And a rendered picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a rendered picture. Very small.
It's a nice family activity, very time consuming. So if you have a lot of kids, a bit older, maybe from 8 years and above. Yes.
8 years?
Mm-hmm.
I think 5 years. 5 years can do it. You just guide them, maybe color this number 5. Red,
okay, that's if you want to be. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about if you have a lot of kids at home who are creating a lot of problems for you, and you just want to give them something to do that will take all their time a year to be interesting for them to do. Yeah, you just get them something like this.
I think that's our plan for the future.
We used one day, right?
For this one?
Mm-hmm.
One night, like 12 to 13 hours.
Yes.
We started like 9 p.m. and ended 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Straight up, non-stop.
Then after we went to sleep.
Yeah, you came up with the idea. I was like, can we do it? And you were like, yeah, we can. Let's try.
And with something like this, when you are about to start it, it's like you are wondering how you're going to finish it. But then the more you do it, then you just get this motivation because the work starts to look nice, and then you're just pushed to go ahead, finish it. So that's what happened with us.
Yeah.
We initially wanted to use about 2 to 3 days to finish it, but we used a night to get it.
Yeah. So with the lessons that we learned from the other one, we decided to do this differently. And one of the things that we did was to share space. So you took the left side and I took the right side. Mm-hmm. And I would make sure that I wouldn't come to the left side to confuse you. I would stay in my track, and I think it helped.
Yeah,
it helped a lot.
Yeah. And also another thing we did, every color comes with a unique number. So we decided to follow the numerical sequence. So we started with number one. Number one has its unique color. So we would be looking out for portions on the canvas that has the number one and paint it. And it was better for us because if for example I was to take one alone and I would use 40 minutes to work on the portions with the color one, rather than spending 40 minutes doing a repeated activity of trying to find one, it can get boring a bit or get tiresome. So it's better when both of us are doing one. So we use a lesser period of time to work on one, and then we are able to get it done and over with, and then move to the next number. So that's what we did.
Yeah, and I think one of the things was to work as a team. It really helped. I think if I were to be doing it alone, like my drawings, it would have taken days. And you were kind of motivating me along the way. I mean, anytime I say I'm tired, you'll be like, let's hang on.
And as we were painting, we were also talking about stuff.
Sharing jokes, eating.
Yeah.
I think we went for, 20 minutes break? 20 minutes break.
To eat the potatoes.
Yeah,
Sweet potatoes. Yeah, and then also because we're working on the numbers together, sometimes we may lose track of where the number is, and then I locate it. Then I tell Jaja, there's one here, there's one here, there's one here. Then he also paints those portions, while I also paints the other portions that were there. So it was a nice thing.
Yeah, so basically that's how we went about this whole painting.
We forgot to talk about when you bought it.
Mm-hmm.
So you bought it, and then can you imagine, he didn't even show me the picture. So I had no idea what he had bought, and I just don't trust his taste when it comes to art sometimes. But at least he showed me what he had bought, and I was like, wow, the picture is nice. So otherwise we would have taken a refund and looked for something.
But then, I thought we agreed on 2 or 3 pictures, so anyone that I chose would be better. That's why I went ahead to buy the one.
No, I didn't see any of them at all. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this artwork didn't come, or this canvas didn't come with a wooden holder to hold the canvas. So we had to stick it to the table. And once it's stationary, if I want to, because of how big it is, it's a 50 by 40 canvas.
Centimeters.
Yeah, centimeters canvas. So if I see some numbers up there, I would have to stand up and go to the other side or the left side. Yeah. It doesn't give you the ease of being at one place. Sometimes you have to stand up, bend, and all that. But if it had a wooden frame, all we have to do is just to be rotating or turning it. Yeah.
But then that's the same way I go through with my drawings. Sometimes,
I
have to be moving around the table to make sure everything is. Sorry.
You are the artist.
And I think one of the difficult times was trying to get the smallest spaces. To be able to trace the smallest ones was very difficult. You have to go through over and over and over. It wasn't easy. I mean, it got to a point I was like, let's just ignore these smaller spaces and later get back to it.
Yeah. And I remember with some colors, they are quite light. So when you do the first paint, what do I call it, or what do you call it? The first layer.
Yeah,
when you do the first layer, you realize that the number on the canvas still shows. So it's like you have to come back. If you want to hide it, come back and paint on it again.
Yeah, that's for the pink, and then
light colors.
Yeah,
like
tinted
light yellow,
green. Yeah, some of them are quite light.
And definitely, when you're working on it, there would obviously be some spaces or numbers you didn't see. And so by the time you are getting through or working on other numbers, then you realize that, but I've already done 2. How come I didn't see this 2? It's a stress relieving activity. Yeah, it gives you and your family that time to do something together, talk, chat,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
And for me, I like the time that we did it because we had this whole 12 hours to ourselves. And
yeah,
we talked about a
our
lot of
daughter was
things.
asleep.
Yeah.
If she was awake, she's going to be all over the place, distracting and all that. So
It
we
was-
needed to choose a time where she wouldn't be distracting us, and nighttime was the best.
And I think she spent about 30 minutes with us. She was just, rubbing her hands on the canvas and looking at us how we're doing it. One of the funny things is when I'm working with charcoal, she'll just come and just mess up the whole place, and you see her palm so black and
And then my fear is the walls.
the walls. I'm always watching the walls. We spent a lot of hours together. It's something we look forward to doing again. What do you think?
Yeah, but next time I'll choose the picture myself.
That's no problem.
I think one of the things that it reminded me of is with everything, just start or just take the first step, because when we looked at the canvas and we saw the numbers, how small they were, and how, like, we could just imagine how involving was going to be considering the size and the time we had given ourselves and all that. But when we started, like, it just got fun, just got
I
interesting.
didn't want to stop.
Yeah, we didn't want to stop. We just wanted to see how, like, it was going to look. So starting with the first color, then another one is added. It was just nice. Yes. So, and before we realized, we were done.
Yeah.
With anything that you really want to do, like anything that you have been imagining to do, just start. Doesn't matter how long it has taken or how long it's going to take you to finish it. Just start. Before you know it, you'll be done. And also, you don't need to be perfect
So
to do everything or anything.